All right, so we talked about performance, let's talk about long life. In the fire alarm world, we float our batteries. If you're in a building and it's got good power and you never have any power outages, then you're going to be floating that battery for a long time. The only time it's going to get exercised is when your service company comes in and tests the system. So let's talk about what builds up the service life of a battery. Service life of the battery is affected by its calendar life, how long it's been out there, and its cycle life. Now there's two types of cycle lives that batteries can deal with. One is batteries in your fire alarm or your security system. Those are floated batteries. They're hardly ever exercised. They just sit there and take charges forever. And then whenever you lose power, they're expected to hold your system up. And then there's the deep discharge, rapid discharge and recharge batteries that you get in batteries that are in wheelchairs and Walmart scooters and medical carts and stuff that's being unplugged and plugged in at all different times during the day. So this all leads to the service life of the battery. I'm going to show you a chart now. And in that chart, you're going to see along the left-hand side is the amp hour capacities for the batteries from, in percentages from 70% to 100%. And along the bottom, you're going to see the time in years. Now remember we talked about that we live in that 83% line of 24 to 21 volts DC coming out of the batteries. So if you go to the left and you put an imaginary line between 80 and 85, which is around 83, and run across until you intersect the purple line is the float charge life of this particular battery. And then look down below when your finger meets the purple line. You'll see that that purple line lands at 20 years. One of these batteries in a fire alarm system, living a float life, can last up to 20 years. That's amazing. Again, 2010 NFPA 72 and prior, they said, 5 years, take it out. Not with these. 20 years. And again, this is why we test. You're going to put these things through their paces every time you go and you test your fire alarm and make sure that you're at that 21 volt level after your tests.